Well. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to ESA Cup Season 5. I am Uncooked Pasta, and I am joined on this side of me by a Hot Nix. How are you doing, my friend?
I am doing quite good. Good to be back from Friday, and we have another matchup of the lower bracket today.
Yeah, absolutely. One of these teams will be heading home by the end of the day. It's Empire Esport taking on Tracker Clan. And for those of you who don't know, Empire Esport is actually Maniac Suiciders XV. They've had a little bit of an org shuffle and a bit of an org change. And yeah, they're here to represent Empire Esport inside of this match. And like we said, high stakes, lower bracket. Whichever team wins this goes into the top 8 of the tournament, is able to progress forward, and will play Molotov Gang UK next Sunday. So, looking for that 1 week ahead where we start to get into the nitty gritty of the latter end of the season.
Yeah, that's going to be quite exciting to watch. But now, should we get into the predictions then? See what the viewers think of this matchup. Yep, it's going to appear right here actually on the screen.
Whoa.
And yeah.
Drum roll.
Right?
Oh, Tracker Clan.
Yep, edging it out.
Yeah, they are the upper bracket team, so it does make sense. They had a 2-0 loss to Minions last Monday, I believe. So a couple weeks ago, they've had some time to readjust, readapt, and get things ready. But obviously, coming from the upper bracket, you don't necessarily have the momentum, whereas Empire Esport, their previous game was a victory. 2-0 as well against the Odessa Esport. They only dropped 5 rounds over the entire series. So, yeah, that was definitely one to watch. As we look at the bracket here.
Yep.
You can see Empire Esport at the bottom there. And just another thing to point out, if we actually look a bit closer at the lower bracket, you will see Team Black and Penta currently at 1-1. We had some server issues after a rehost on map 3. That was Villa. So the game has been rescheduled. I think we haven't quite decided on a date yet, but these teams will finish that game before we get into that fixture versus Nightwolf Esports. So rest assured, that isn't like a glitch or anything. We are still waiting to get that one through.
Yep, we sure do, and it seems like we have some lobby issues now. So
Let's
I'm going to restart the lobby. Yep. Gotta just go back to the cam. So, yep, there we go.
There I am. Hello. Okay, so
hello.
Well, you saw that out. Yeah, Tracker Clan seemed to be favoured by the fans. I think it was 57% in the Twitter poll. And yeah, just another thing to point out, these two teams, obviously they were both competing with their previous names, Yod Esports and Maniac Suiciders 15, respectively. But we have seen them play before in this season. It was a best of 1 in the second week, and that was on Chalet. And Tracker Clan won with an 8-7 score. So maximum overtime. It was a bit of a brawl, and that means that hopefully today will be close. Obviously, we do have a clear favourite from the fans in Tracker Clan, but I'm looking at the Twitch prediction now, and Empire Esport actually have a 92% of the channel points going in their favor. So it's going to be a pretty big payout if Tracker Clan actually do come with this. So Twitch and Twitter, little bit of a disparity there, and I'm going to tentatively ask if we're able to look at the map bans. I don't know if
we can indeed. Let's
there we go.
Just get to here. Yep,
Ta-da.
there you go.
We have
There's
the map
maps.
bans. Going to start off on
Clubhouse.
Actually, yeah.
I'm not sure why it's the other way around, but yeah, it's Clubhouse.
Yeah. Tracker Clan and Empire Esport are a little bit switched here. I don't know. That's just a funky little thing. But yeah, so we will start on Clubhouse. It's got me tweaking here now. Okay, we are going to start on Clubhouse, where Tracker Clan are going to start out on the attack. Empire Esport chose to go on to the defense, and then we head over to Chalet, and if necessary, Cafe Dostoevsky. So, bit of a sleepy map pool, I think were the words I said to you
Yep.
Before we went live. But yeah, bit of a sleepy map pool. However,
It's not
still,
Oregon.
there's
It's not
no Oregon. There's no
Yeah.
Oregon, no Villa. So, kind of a dub. It's a shame we aren't seeing any of those maps that were the first 4 banned out. You know, Border, Skyscraper, Theme Park, Bank. Just a little bit of spice in there, but this is fine. For it, it makes the most sense for teams to play it safe when you're in this sort of situation.
Yep. And still having a bit of issues here with our players trying to join the lobby. We had 9 players in, but the last player couldn't join the lobby apparently, so we're making it. Some people are starting a game, so Rainbow Six, as always, being very stable, esports ready game.
Let's go. We love an esports ready title.
Yeah. I mean, Border, I'm really ashamed that Border isn't played. I mean, it was played Friday, and actually went to maximum overtime, so that was pretty interesting to see. But not this time. Yeah. Maps, Clubhouse Chalet. We all saw it. We know how they played. But now I think we should go into a bit of a technical pause where we sort out the lobby issues and hopefully get everyone in, and we'll get right into the map afterwards. So we'll see you then. We'll be right back very shortly. One transition.
We're back. We're finally back. We had some funny issues. I don't necessarily. How much should we delve into this, Hardnix?
I don't know.
So we had some issues with like crossplay and stuff. You know, classic Ubisoft shenanigans. But that's less than half of the delay. We had like players being blocked so they couldn't join, and then we had to remake the lobby like a couple times, and just it's taken a while. So yeah, apologies.
But we're
for
here
that.
in the end.
We're here. We're finally here. So let's go into Clubhouse.
Yep. Let's get into these absolutely amazing and fun maps we've never seen before, with these unseen bands of Nook and Jackal. Map off to a good start with the 2 most banned operators on attack. Nook banned over half the maps, and Jackal banned over the third of the maps. Not actually, no, never mind. Just a couple, just a bit less.
Clubhouse and Nook and Jackal bans. We are breaking new ground here.
Yep.
Truly exciting to be on the forefront. Forefront of history. Excuse me, the forefront of history.
Yep. Mozzie, I mean, we've seen some of his bans. That's the most unusual ban here. And the last ban, I want to say Solus.
Yeah, I mean, the Mozzie ban makes sense. There you go, Solus. Yeah, the Mozzie ban makes sense. We've been... I'm
sorry.
We've been seeing these teams use Mozzie just a heck of a lot. Like, just because of the gun, primarily. It's not anything really to do with the utility. It is straight up just the gun that's causing quite a few issues. So Empire Gaming, they want to take that one off of the board, and well, they're going to do exactly that. So yeah, remember, Empire Gaming chose to start here on the defense, and they are heading straight away with a bar stage pick featuring Castle, Frost, and a dock.
Yep, that's interesting.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I haven't seen a whole lot of dock being played before. Yeah, there's also a Mira, probably. Yeah, it looks like for the upstairs hold, she could be quite useful. Very annoying to deal with if you don't have the trainer capacities. But I mean, yeah, it's an unusual side that teams might have not attacked before, so it requires some improvisation to approach this. Hopefully, Tracker will have some of that in pocket as we prepare for the first attacking round. That is 33 minutes late, but I mean,
the
Better than nothing.
details.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Let's just put that in the past.
Yeah, you kind of caught. Unfortunately, you kind of caught me with drinking water when you first tried to throw up, but that's all good. Stay hydrated, folks at home. It's important.
Very important.
Get your hydration. So, anyway, digress. We head now. It looks like the tracker gonna try and gain at least a little bit of top floor control. As we can see, quite heavy presence on the upstairs. You don't necessarily need to hold this bomb site from the actual bomb site when you have a lot of these hatches, you know, especially looking at construction and at gym, that can really just give you all of the control, not to mention the vertical holes being opened up as well. You know, thinking about that secondary shotgun of the Frost, the Bailiff, possibly from the dock as well of Moritz. And there's actually a very interesting C4 that you can get from that construction window. You can actually throw it all the way down the hatch onto the default plant spot, and it works like an absolute charm. We saw that in the PC European League over the past few months, and yeah, it's been quite effective to deny the plant. So clearing out this top floor and also clearing out the Echo as well, not to mention those yokai drones, the important utility, is going to be that sort of is going to be that checklist that Tracker are trying to do. However, half the round's gone by and they haven't really made much progress apart from cache and CC control. Obviously, they're doing stuff on the downstairs, and Fergo finds an opening pick, taking out Nixon. That is the Echo gone. Not necessarily who you want to be losing if you are the defenders, but hey, gotta adapt.
You do gotta adapt, as they already opened the main lobby, and Fergost is all left alone inside. Of course, he has these holes that he can watch, and it's going to be difficult for the attackers to deal with, but also opens up a lot of angles to get killed himself as he gets droned out. And he's going to need to trust his team to hold these verticals as he gets just a bit of chip damage onto him, gets droned out. There's a lot of pressure put on him as he gets taken out by Fergo as well. But the Mamba immediately traded out as perfect. That's from above on the verts, takes one out. Now Sammy goes into sight, down to already Moritz, but he can stem himself up. He's docked, and that's what he does. Mathix takes out Sad there, Sad Becky actually, and now it's a 2v4 situation with the plant going down. Cannot find him on the verts. Yellow Bings are going out, but he cannot see him because of the shield. And now the plant is down. Now it's for Empire Gaming to retake this site. It's going to be a lot more difficult as Moritz is left all alone. Perfect on the Frost, taken out. Seeming straight from pool table. I mean, Mathix is down, but he can still get picked up by his teammates if they're in the position, but they do not appear to be going for that. They're just waiting for him to peek, and he does, and Fergu finds the last kill onto Moritz, and that's the first round going to Tracker Clan.
Yeah, 3 kills on the round there from Fergu the Nomad, and well, it really worked out for him. They were able to kind of just get the picks where necessary, and honestly, I think the opening pick onto Nikon, who's playing the Echo, really it sent Empire back. Honestly, more than one pick, just because of the utility that you have, especially to deny the plant. And honestly, a couple of little questions about the vertical and how that was being utilized, especially where I'm pretty sure the Frost had a secondary shotgun. I could be completely wrong there, as we can actually see Sad Becky with that secondary. So maybe they were opened up there. Either way, you had the yellow ping. You can just pre-fire through the floor. It's a destructible surface. You can try and get that kill instead of trying to find an angle onto the wrong side of the shield. But I digress. And indeed, we do have a secondary shotgun coming through from the Frost, at least in this round. That could be a little bit of an adaptation. But yeah, they're just going straight back to the same site, and Tracker kind of read into this. We've got very similar sort of thing. Fergu back on the Nomad, where we saw them do massive work the last time around, and Empire just hope they can, for their sake, hope they can pull something different out the bag.
Yep, they certainly do. And you also see a Dokkaebi coming out by Mamba. We're going straight into Raptors, not wasting any time here. This time around, taking Raptors, already taking CC. There, it's not held at all. Nothing to be contested here. And Tracker Clan go in and go take cash as well. But further advances will be stopped by this mirror window. It's going to be difficult to take care of it, but they didn't need to last round. That was very close to Mamba's head there, but did not find it. Now, still 1 minute left, and now Tracker are in the same position they found themselves last round. Oh, and Mafix finds the opening frag here from the window, actually. That's the dog down. Not much utility by him, but still. Those stems can heal some of his teammates back up to full health. That could be quite useful. But, I mean, still, headshot is still a headshot and one shot, one kill. So his utility kind of undermined by that. Still, 5-4 situation. Still, the Echo now still on the board. So let's see if he will be pivotal for this push. As Mamba takes a bit of damage here, and the setup onto site is beginning to take shape.
Yeah, one thing that we do see is actually the hatch is still left unreinforced, maybe a bit of an oversight. And that doesn't really matter though when Tracker even just finding picks elsewhere. Fergie, 4 kills on the game, nearly finds a wallbang onto Nikon as well, as the pressure around the bomb site is starting to build. Nikon takes a pre-fire, can't find it. Fergie with 2, and Sammy starts to get that diffuser planted right below Perfect, however, and he's going to be able to get that frag. Becky retaking on the upstairs, finds the angle onto the player on the window, but can't connect the shots as Perfect finds one on the bomb site. It's going to be the Yana downed. Matic's falling 2 versus 2 now as the drones start to come through. They now know the position of the player above, but that doesn't matter because Fergie's been down. Perfect is able to just dip and weave out of the way, and now Inso's left 1 versus 2 in this situation. It's a tricky one as Perfect finds 3 in this round. It's going to need to be some heroics from the Sledge here inside of Bar Stage if they want to get that 2-0 lead, if they want to prevent Empire from finding the equalizer. But with that vertical control, it's certainly going to be very, very difficult. Tries to get that diffuser planted underneath a bit of soft floor, and that's going to mean that, well, with the information that comes through as well, it's going to just be an easy shutout. Perfect finds that kill, and that's going to be us brought level 1-1.
Yeah, that was a bit cheeky at the start there for Empire Gaming, but still, they pull it out of the bag there. This time, Verticals playing a big role, getting the planter down and getting the subsequent players that tried to get the plant down from the verts. That was quite pivotal. And yeah, they find themselves winning Bar, which most people think is a tertiary side, but I mean, Empire Gaming go for it twice in a row. Lose it once, win it once, and now going for a bit more traditional sites, going first into bedroom and gym. Most people pick CC here, but I mean, I don't know that a lot. I mean, in ranked mostly.
The ranked doesn't count though.
Yeah.
The thing that I'm most surprised about is that we're not seeing the basement. That's honestly my biggest.
That is true.
Like, I thought Bar Stage was just going to be a one-off pick, but then they pick it again in the second round. I'm like, is Bar Stage their primary bomb site? And then they just go here. It seems like they just have a bit of aversion to playing the basement, and if Empire win here, we might very well see CCTV and Cash and completely ignore the basement whatsoever, which, in my opinion, may not be the best defensive strategy, and I personally think it's honestly the best defensive site on the map. And there are statistics to back that up as well, but hey, if Empire have a tough time there and they don't want to deal with it, they don't want to deal with it, and that's entirely their decision. And Flash Ghost, very cheeky rotation, just gets back to safety, or relative safety at least, inside of CCTV as Nikon just leaves a little bit, just makes that position a little bit less secure by just dipping around the dipping around the downstairs. Now Flash Ghost is kind of, well, isolated, does have a bit of a rotation, and Moritz is kind of there to support, but there are quite a few angles that Flash Ghost is there to defend and defend alone. So they are indeed going to dip out of there, and well, these goo mines from Flash Ghost are going to do a good job of supporting that, as it's Sad Becky who finds the first. Taking out Mathix, and for the first time in this game, we're seeing Empire Gaming with an opener, and they just get 3 more kills! Inso does answer back with 1, taking out the Legion, but what an explosive mid round here. It's Empire Gaming now 4 versus 1.
Where did it even come from? I wasn't expecting that
No.
at all. Yeah, I mean, that one first frag, I thought, oh yeah, it must be a one-off. Good first pick, but now Inso left all
And then
alone,
everyone
and
died.
still, yeah, he still has 4 cams in his pocket, which might be a bit of a mistake here, as cannot be utilized at all. I mean, he finds one onto CC, given the info that no one is in CC, but now has to retake into construction, which he decides to go, but contested by that near window. He has absolutely no info where the rest of the players here are. That's a bit of a tricky spot to be in, as he might be found here by... Oh, Nikon missed his shots, and so finds himself the frag, but now reduced to very low HP. Just one shot is enough to take him out. It has to be contested by Moritz from the door, and the mirror window by Becky. Becky just playing there, sitting very, very patiently, and just ticking the clock down. 35 seconds left for Inso to go. He's trying to get into construction, but it's just too dangerous to get in. Throws in the camera, but kind of a futile attempt just to get something out of this very bad spot. Also himself, which is kind of an interesting strategy, as Moritz takes a bit of chimp damage, but 10 seconds left, and nothing's winnable. Yep, Becky finds him from the mirror window, plays it very, very patiently, very passively, but that's a safe bet for him. He finds himself the kill, secures Empire Gaming another round.
Yeah, and indeed, they avoid CCTV, thank the Lord. We finally see the basement. Interesting that it's kind of being floated as sort of the tertiary here. But again, it all comes down to how comfortable they are and how they can play this. But if they win here, they're looking pretty set for a 4-2 defensive half, which I think it doesn't even warrant saying is a pretty good half on Clubhouse. It's about 50-50, making about 54% defensive win. So you kind of are looking for that 3-3, 4-2, 4-2 probably primarily. But I mean, if they can get 5-1, that would be absolutely huge, considering we've seen them win on bar and gym now. So just getting the basement on board, which shouldn't be too much of a challenge, considering this is basement on Clubhouse. Although this is an interesting strategy. I've never seen it set up like that before.
Me neither. I thought maybe I just don't know. Maybe something I don't know. I mean, I've seen some interesting strategies here already from on different maps. I mean, the Chalet for one, I'll never...
They don't have a Kaid Claw on Kitchen Hatch. It's just completely... Obviously, it's still reinforced, but...
Yeah.
They've got that other wall being defended, which I guess is important when you've got it open there, but... I don't know, maybe you sacrifice Moto, I'm not sure, but then that electrical gets both the hatch and the other wall. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, but I do like it, if that makes sense. Like, this is gonna be good no matter what. Either whether it just gets completely dismantled by a competent attack, or it's just absolutely Gigabrain 3000 IQ, never seen before. I can't even speak. But yeah.
Yeah. Tracker here already making their way into building and get control of every single part of the map except the basement, because
there's no room.
EG decides to just stroll inside. I mean, see if it plays out for them.
This just gets stranger and stranger here, Nick.
Yeah, I don't know. Where it's being set up here already. Kitchen hatch being opened.
Vertical.
Yep. I mean, it has to be quick. Everything is open, and now they have a minute and 40 seconds to set up this execute onto site. Get some intel, see where they're playing. Man, it's not only the time, it's the drones still. All 10 drones still on the board for TriClan. That is very impressive. Would have the round gone. Yeah, and now drones making their way into sight. For now, only one. Just watching them. It's perfect. Gets a lot of damage, I think, from the verticals. Maybe the hatch even as well. And he's just playing an army here, waiting patiently for the attackers to come into his sight. I mean, that's the benefit of the defense. they have that opportunity. Has a bit of lag there, and Sammy actually drops into blue, but he's taken out by Perfect. I'm not sure what that play there was, and that's Diffuser in blue.
Deary me.
That's gonna be a bit tough to see as another frag is taken. Becky with the C4, instead trying to take control of dirt. Ooh, hails a lot of smoke there, reduced to about 50 HP. Still have to deal with the full HP smoke or Fur Ghost as Tracker.
That Diffuser's just in such a tricky position. Inso does find the kill onto First Ghost, but I think that Diffuser is just really going to be a bit of a challenge for Tracker Clan to try and recover it. They only have 20 seconds left as Perfect finds a second from this AK's position, taken down by Fergu, who finds a second as well. This is suddenly winnable here at Hotnix. They just need to try and get the Diffuser. That's Mathix inside of blue, does reclaim it and gets into a safe plant spot. Becky is not able to land the kill, but swings and finds the covering Buck. Now just Mathix Ayana, but there's no time and no place to deliver it. Empire Gaming up to 3.
That was really good. The middle was very shaky there when they took dirt. I saw the 3 ADs there, I saw the shield, and I think they were expecting to be a bit more control of blue there. He plays 3 ADs on 1 shield. You expect it to stay there for the entire round, but Fergus falling in dirt, I think that was a bit surprising and a bit unexpected for EG as they go back to bar. Yeah, I mean, the shot did work out, but not sure if I still agree with it. I think Tracker, I don't think they capitalized on.
I think that was misplayed by Tracker there. And I have to, I hate to point it out, but eyes have got to go towards Sammy, right? Taking that blue drop. And honestly, we've seen them be planting in very exposed positions, especially thinking about the 2 times that Tracker attacked onto this bar stage. They were just completely caught out by the vertical both times from, I think, the same angle. And it's tough because, you know, this is a player with a Diffuser going in early and getting killed, and then it becomes an extra step for Tracker Clan to try and reclaim the Diffuser because it's in such a difficult position for them to get to because you just have defenders in the way.
They basically had the control they needed in Army as when Perfect fell, that was the player that was defending Army, and that with him gone and Fergus in dirt. They basically had all of the Army control they needed as Fergus. He finds the first frag onto Fergus on this cheeky long angle that maybe EG weren't expecting Tracker to hold already with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left on the round. Again, control being even faster established here. Now, Tracker are going to be wanting to execute onto sight, but still, it's a 5-5 situation. Usually it's a 4v5 at this point, so it can be a bit unexpected for them. Just need to see if EG can remain in this advantage that they have right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Sammy taking a bit of damage there again, possibly through those sort of feet angles that we see opened up over towards that sort of stock side of the map, as First Ghost still sticking around inside of kitchen. There's more fights come across the map elsewhere. Nikon finds angles onto a couple players but can't land the kill onto any of them. Mamba just taken down a little bit further as First Ghost persists inside a kitchen. This is probably where the first fight is going to be coming from. The prone angle is found and Mamba gets taken down. Nikon finds the scoreboard here inside this game, and more prone angles coming through, this time from First Ghost. The drone spots him out, has to force to be repositioned, and the swing comes through as well. The UMP, not the weapon built for the job though, as Inso finds that kill, and Sammy finds one onto the bomb side as well. That's Nikon going down. That's your plant denial in the Echo. Now only the C4 of Becky left to try and deny the plants, obviously, other than the guns of the defenders themselves. However, as the time starts to tick down, it's starting to get a little bit more worrisome, especially as this angle onto the door is still being watched by Perfect. And that gun, the C1, a couple of shots from that, and you will be taking a hefty chunk of damage. And looking at the HP of pretty much all the Tracker players, that's not something that you can risk. And Sammy gets into a very difficult position again again tries to plant in the same spot 3 times when attacking the site. Finally, though, manages to get down on it, and just the attack being allowed into the bomb site yet again. Moritz is now the last one standing against 4. Just like round number 1, it's not to be. And then so closes it out. Tracker Clan find their second, given a lease of life here, because honestly, we could be looking at a 4-1 right now.
Yep. I mean, as I said before, I don't think the bar gaming is... not bar gaming, bar stage is the play here as... Yep, they go CC now. Okay, that's...
Why?
Interesting as well.
Why?
I mean, they have... I think that... Yeah, they should have Master Bedroom open to be picked.
Yes.
But they're just not. They are. Okay, thank God.
Thank goodness.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah, I don't think bar stage is a good idea for them to play. I mean, it worked out once, but I think it was a bit of a miracle there.
Yeah, it was a 2 versus 4, I think.
Yeah, where they closed out. I mean, fair play to them. The verts worked out, but this time, Tracker, he kind of did a 2-pronged push there and took out the 2 players upstairs.
In that situation, what do they have open to them? Like, it's either bar stage or CC, and which one of those would you rather take? Honestly, it's not a good prospect either way. So yeah, it's tough. They do go gem here, so 4-2 is still possible, which is honestly like the minimum. They can maybe get away with a 3-3, but 4-2 should be the minimum that you get on Clubhouse defense, right?
I mean, considering they won the bar defense, I think 4-2, they deserve it. They should be going 4-2 here.
Yeah.
I mean, still, Tracker Clan can pull something off there as Fergus gets a bit of pressure coming out onto Garage. That's to rotate out. That's Raptors' control being surrendered quite early there.
These goo mines.
By EG. Yeah, the goo mines still a bit of a nuisance here. Sami just open up CCTV. Fergus still playing cash. Doesn't find actually any damage from the feed holes that he made onto rafters. But now Cash is surrendered as well. Actually, yeah, Cash is surrendered. Quick. Yeah, very, very quick. Especially for a bedroom defense that...
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Could be a bit tough for EG to defend here now.
Yeah, still. Absolutely. Now Mathix finds the first down below. That's not going to help. Taking out West Ghost. Not having the best half, but still workable in the second as well. The onslaught continues to march forward. Tracker Clan just looking to extend their lead here. Moritz nearly goes into the angle that's being held from the outside, but just catches himself, hides behind the mattress, making sure can't get caught out by Mamba here, who just gets off the drone a little too late. The hop-in comes through, and the goo mine is going to at least stall things a little bit. No diffuser on the hands of the IQ, though, and there's 2 picks coming the other way as Empire Gaming, they reclaim their lead with Perfect and Becky each finding 1, and Perfect takes down Sammy as well. And that time, that is the diffuser going down on the hop-in, which is going to be a massive, massive struggle. Fergu tries to find the drop spots the side of the player, but a C4 catches him. As now Mathix left 1 versus 4, can't even find the first. Perfect shuts it down for a 4-2 half. Empire Gaming get away with murder here. You know, there's a lot of questionable decisions on those defenses, and maybe Tracker Clan should be a little bit better off. Maybe you could say that there were a couple thrown rounds there. Maybe you could say that. You could.
Honestly,
it's
that
possible
downstairs
to say
defense,
that.
I think one of them. I think downstairs defense
and the second
was one
bar
of them.
as well. Like, this could very easily be a 4-2 the other way.
Yeah, definitely.
I
mean, the downstairs I think is the biggest one.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, they had 10 drones left with, what was it, 2 minutes left on the clock?
1 minute 25 left on the clock. They had 10 drones alive.
Minute 25. Still, that is a lot of time to drone outside.
Half of the round has gone by, and you still have every single drone remaining. And 6 of them out on the field as well. So it's not like they were all in pocket. You had a lot of drones out on the field, maybe just as flank drones, but yeah, either way, half is in the past. Missed opportunities for Tracker Clan, but they have to look forward here. They can't be beating themselves up over that first half performance. Granted, this is their map pick. They might be feeling like they want to be a little bit better off here, but on the other hand, Empire Gaming did get to choose a side, and they did choose to start defense. So, coming into the second half, there's still damage to be done by both teams.
Yeah, definitely is true. Actually, that the mirror setup on this wall actually flipped for Tracker compared to Empire Gaming. They actually put it on the other wall. I mean, it's a bit of a difference as, oh wow, EG just not wasting any time here, going up rafters right away here. I mean, it's castled off and probably drawn down, but wasting any time as breach is being opened. But this time, it's going to be contested by Tracker a bit more here. Enzo is playing that server and peeks.
This
now they know where he is.
position.
That is very tough. He's playing his life here, and his life is taken by Perfect. I mean, he was down from the window, but taken out. Perfect. And now, Mathix, ooh, does find a trade here from Red to associate back to Cash. It's quite a tough position here as Nikon finds another one, and Mathix is stuck in Cash now. Just gonna need to pull something out here as Fergo's.
Oh no.
Fergo. That's the Claymore. Yeah, quite forgot about that. And tried to make a play there. Did not happen as Sammy's left in the 1v4 now.
Oh, the free fire called out.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one. And
Yeah.
here's a mirror window to play behind.
This is kind of winnable from Sammy. The punch on the mirror window is going to be a massive obstacle for Sammy trying to get this clutch, and Nikon just holds the angle. But I have to say, it was a very nice shot. You know, just catches out the pre-fire, and oh, that's nasty. But what can you do? Empire Gaming turn up another gear on the attack, it seems like. This is very similar to the first time around they defended that gym bedroom where every kill kind of happened all at once.
Yeah, just goes into it swinging. Not scared at all of Tracker, and I mean, it's paying off for them. Now that they go CC. I know you don't like CC. Why do you not like CCTV?
Because it's bad.
I mean, yeah, I can see why it's bad. It's the most popular site in ranked, but we're not playing ranked here for a reason.
It's bad. I don't like it.
Everyone knows how to attack it.
Exactly. Like, especially if they don't really have anything to deny the breach here, that's going to be opened up immediately, except they're not bringing a thermite, which is just sort of like, why? Would you not bring a thermite when attacking onto CC? It feels like the most obvious choice. You can get a nice big hole to run in from, especially as you need to cut off from CCTV. You're going to need to use a lot of your ace charges to get a runnable hole, because if you're crouching, it's going to be a lot easier to pick you off, or if it's a vault hole, same story, it's going to be a lot easier to pick you off. And I don't necessarily know if that was the right spawn, because that's the complete other side of the map to where the breach is.
He's going for a run.
He's just going for a jog, long distance, just like Rednax, who went for a 16-kilometer run before the match. Just like, why? This, however, is a good position to play, especially with the Zami on the board. You can hold rafters incredibly effectively, and you have a Wamai in Mathix. You have Mamba on the Jaeger as well, which is just absolutely huge, as we're going to start to see the breach actually be, or attempt to be Maverick tricked. They've just got a little line of sight for the moment.
I think it's going to stay as line of sight from the looks of it.
At least for now, because Perfect might still be rotating over. I have no idea what's going on in this round. Mamba finds a kill though, taking out Nikon, and that's going to be rather helpful. As on the bomb site, we do have the Thunderbird able to juice people back up, and spray through the wall from Perfect doesn't connect. So it seems like they're actually going for a connector-sided push, just keeping Becky to watch for those rotations. However, that very small hole is going to be rather difficult for the players to actually try and deal with this. Mathix, so does find one. Mamba is down, but even still, that would be a 4 versus 3 once the collection finally comes through. And this is a problem with those small holes, because you can just have the Azami juice that right, just seal it back up. It's gone now. That breach is entirely worthless. You have to get proned and melee it, which is, I don't need to say, incredibly dangerous to do.
Yep, can be a bit dangerous as just split push here. Still, Sadbeki on this breach that he made himself. I think he's just trying to catch someone out as he might be far here. Oh, he gets it.
Wow.
He does get it. Oh, he doesn't see the rotation there from not sure who, but oh, he finds one. There goes Inso. Now a 2v3 situation. Now EG are looking in a very good position with 40 seconds left and 2 smokes tossed out. I am not sure as the nades are popping out as another one from Becky.
You know the breach is open. You know the breach is open. You know there's that line of sight. Just don't. Why? What are you doing? And the plant's gonna get stuck. Sammy now in an incredibly difficult 1 versus 3. Pulls out the deagle. The breach is still open. Perfect's unable to find the frag. And the pre-fire's the wrong way. Moritz closed it down. It's map point to Empire. What? A fustercluck of a round. I'm refusing to swear. That was a poop storm. Obviously, you know what word I want to say there, but that was an absolute poop storm. Because, just, first of all, defending CC. Awful decision. Secondly, and it was an unorthodox attack, granted, but it kind of worked out. I don't necessarily know if it should have worked out. And then you just have three. Actually, to be fair, I'll grant Mathix. I'll give Mathix the I'll give Mathix the benefit of the doubt. Getting wall banged like that's unfortunate, but. My god, you'd have 2 players just wandering into the sightline of the breach. You know it's open. It had been open for almost the entire round, and breaking those keeper barriers, that's not a quiet thing to do. Them breaking is so loud. I don't understand how Tracker Clan have allowed themselves to lose that round. They were 5 versus 3 at Hotnix.
Yeah, I know.
And it finished with Sammy in a 1v3.
I mean,
help me to understand here the thought process behind just that entire round, because I don't get it. I really do not get it.
The first 2 or 3 players that died, that was a bit
But there's action happening. Let's stop talking about.
Let's go backstream. Let's go with the action as Mamba takes up 1. It's Becky down. It's good start for Tracker, but hopefully they don't lose this. That was the advantage as Mamba is still playing on these rafters. He might be playing for his life there as rotating out of here could be a bit dangerous as Ferghost proves it to be true as he loses his life. Still, that sledge off the board. The nades of Sad Becky gone and his gun as well. So he's going 10 in 4. Absolutely massive by him. And Fergus are taken out by Fangu from where even? Was that a run out by Mira?
I think that was a jump out.
Or
the roof?
I don't even know. I don't know
where
he died.
That's a vent. Sorry, my bad. I thought the vent was like the little blue icon, but no. Possibly on like the sledge breach downstairs. But so gives up a pick there. Perfect finds 13 kills. Lucky number 13. Or unlucky for some at least. As Mathix takes down Nikon. So the trade's continuing back and forth. Is now Perfect. But catches the fadeaway from the Frost. It's now in an equal player count, 2 versus 2. This is getting incredibly tense. Empire Gaming on this attack to claim their opponent's map pick. But it would be quite a significant victory as well. 7-2. Obviously, we don't necessarily know what would happen, but they're in safe hands. Perfect with 14 frags as the Selma charge goes out, avoids the shots as well. That's going to be that mirror window cleared. A very difficult position now, and Sammy's going to hold this aggressively, hoping they can catch out that ace on any future rotations. But the drones need to come through, and Moritz rotating back up those red stairs, and there's a kill from the castle. So sorely needed, as now it's Moritz in a 1 versus 2. Diffuser dropped inside a cache, easily going to be able to be picked up and the defense are going to be aware of the Yana's position. They do have some nades in pocket, could potentially find a pick here as Fergu dipping around and behind the mattress prevents Calamity for just one round. As Tracker, they need this momentum now because any mistake and they're done for. Round 10 awaits.
Yep. Match point still for Empire Gaming. They just need one more round to win this as Tracker, first time going down to Church and Arsenal. I mean, I would say maybe they're taking strats, but I mean, it was a 2-6. If they had a strat that was a 100% win, they would have taken it. I think Church is one of their last hopes here, because if they win this, they're going to need to go back to either CCTV or they're going to need to go bar. Considering they didn't go bar before, that could be a bit hopeful.
Okay. Well, basement.
There's still hope.
Basement.
Yep, let's go one at a time.
Good defensive site, you know, that's good. We like that. We like that. Mamba on Oryx is a choice. Having your top frag on Smoke is a choice. But hey, sometimes that's just how the roles work out. And we're seeing a lot of reinforcements up above when there's no sort of hard breach denial when it comes to that defensive composition. Instead, they're just going to be focusing on the utility, getting themselves healed up, and that intel as well. And more importantly, just kind of a bit of a fraggy operator for Mamba. Hopefully gets the fragging juices flowing, able to provide a little bit more in that department, you would hope, as the attack starts to come through from Empire Gaming. And yeah, it's just about gaining that map control really, and so it's going to be looking to deny that, along with, I'm assuming, Mamba will also be out on the roam as the Jaeger just dips back to the bomb site. Mathix in tow, just they've caused a bit of trouble, and that's a sneaky position from Mamba. Doesn't stay there long though.
Might be. Oh,
wow.
There goes one.
Okay.
That's Becky. That's Becky taken out, and Mamba goes back to site, interestingly enough. I thought he would go on the realm a bit longer, but seems to juice back up to full health. Now, nobody to roam, nobody to contest the attackers from taking map control. Still, Valk is in play, and Sammy has a C4 in his pocket, and some cheeky little cams onto Kitchen.
Very nice.
That could be a bit, that could be trouble for the side of EG if they don't know about it, if they don't expect it, if they fall victim to it. As now the attackers are coming towards these hatches, getting them open. And now with a minute 30 seconds left, it's about how much time Tracker had on their attack, and I mean, you know how it went. Let's see if EG can
drone economy
can make something
significantly
happen.
worse though. Oh, the nades and the vertical kill from Moritz as well. Immediately, that man advantage being flipped yet again as Empire Gaming now have control of the round. You've still got the Valkyrie cameras from Sammy that are just in these very important positions, you know, looking at blue, looking at kitchen. More importantly, those hatches haven't really been opened yet, especially looking towards that kitchen hatch. Absolutely crucial if you want kitchen control, and the push in has been read as well. Fuescos gets taken down by the M590 of Fergu, and the SMG-11 at long range still connects. Nikon does trade back, but isn't enough for the SMG-11. Never mind, as Moritz finds himself downed instead, and now Sammy left in a 1 versus 1 to save the map, to save the game, and he does it. Round 11, and they are not giving up just yet. Tracker Clan starting to find their feet, starting to find their momentum.
Yeah, it was a bit sweaty there for Tracker, losing those first 2 picks.
You gotta win what you gotta win.
You gotta win.
If you don't win, then you lose, and that's an important outlook on life.
If you don't win, then you lose. Uncooked pasta 2023.
Hey, draws don't exist. They're fake news, and they're made up by big sports to convince you to buy more games. I don't know.
Uh,
I tried
Me
putting my
neither.
tinfoil hat on for that one. It didn't really work.
Yeah, I mean, they don't exist here,
I mean,
fortunately enough.
it almost didn't work as well as the bar stage defenses. Haha!
A topical joke.
Got him.
Topical. Yep, really did.
Oh dear. I feel like I'm
Now,
going insane. This game, I've fully lost my marbles.
yep.
I'm
I
gone.
mean, yeah, these maps are only not helping you.
No. No. Although to be fair, I feel like if this game currently was on like Border, I would actually I would have probably left my desk like a couple times.
I mean,
There's just something about it.
I like We're just fun.
Yeah, I just feel
Fair.
like with these teams and the way they've been playing here, I would have been fully gone. Just
Yeah.
absolutely not.
Could be. Oh,
At least there's some structure to Clubhouse. They're not playing like it, but there should be some structure. Okay, that's a little harsh. I'm gonna I'm gonna stop now. That's a bit too harsh. Yeah.
I'm not gonna comment.
No, if I speak, then I am in trouble. Oh God, it's the same.
There you go. The same. I mean, he got 3 kills from that.
But he shouldn't have.
Wouldn't you go for it again?
Straight up shouldn't have. Okay, the first one was fair. I'm not gonna rag on Mathix for that, but you can't just wander into the line of sight that you know is there. Like, that's just... Anyway, I digress. Because it might not happen in this round. Moritz, a lot of intel onto construction, going to force Mamba and Fergie back into the bomb site. And Nikon might just get caught out here. The drone, though, does spot out Mamba. Prepared for the drop, but just can't connect the bullets. That's going to be an early opener for EG. As Mamba gets taken down. Not the best impact on the lobby, 3-11, but, you know, there's always other rounds, always other games, and, well, Empire Gaming just look kind of unstoppable right now. You know, we've seen 2 good rounds from Tracker Clan, but there is always that chance, always that possibility that EG can fight back as the construction breach now starts to get opened up. That's going to force the defenders into a bit of into a position that's a bit further back as Becky does find another kill. If that was from the breach, I'm so mad. They cannot keep dying to this breach. Fergu does find one as the keeper barriers start to block up that line of sight yet again. But Becky just continuing to go on a tear from that position, and I am trying so hard not to be mad. Mathix left 1 versus 4. No C4 for plant denial, and on these red stairs doesn't have the greatest position either. As you can see, Fuesco is now aggressing onto this top red position, finds the kill, finds the pick, finds the map for Empire Gaming. They go up 1-0. Their opponent's map pick a clubhouse, and it's a victory for them. Get this a very lovely elite animation. Perfect. I mean, what a game from them. 14 or 15 kills, I think, in that map. Just, well, perfect, as it turns out.
Yep, 13 kills for 14 kills actually for the other. I don't remember who that was, but yeah, for a player of VG, let's say.
Perfect.
Yeah, I mean,
that's who it was.
Yeah, perfect. That was perfect for him. Yeah, as you said, 7-4 Empire on Tracker's pick.
Yeah.
That I mean, from the experience I had on Friday, where the border map, that was the pick from I don't remember who it was. Yeah, I don't remember, but it was lost for whoever picked it. And then the second map was a bit of a, as you said, a poop show.
Yes, Misclick picked Border and lost it, and then Molotov Gang UK won Chalet 7-3. So this was a 7-4. So not all bad.
But to be fair,
but not all
Chalet in groups. These 2 teams were in groups and they went up against each other. Yep. And that was a really close game. It was 8-7.
And Tracker Clan won
by my Tracker Clan. So I mean, anything can happen now. It can be as close as it was, or maybe something changed. Maybe some strats changed, some adaptations from the teams. We'll just need to wait and see. And wait, we shall. in just a little bit. We'll see you again on Chalet. So,
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Quick break. Hopefully not like 30 minutes like the last one.
It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be. I hope. Sure.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Hello. I've calmed
Yep.
down a little bit from Clubhouse.
Yep. That was interesting.
Interesting.
To say the least. Yes.
So Chalet.
Let's put it that way.
Chalet.
Yes.
Let's look ahead. Ignore the past. Doesn't exist. Chalet.
Yep.
So for Empire Gaming, obviously, they only need to win this map. And then they're through. And it's a nice 2-0. And then we can all go home and forget this match ever happened. But for Tracker Clan, if they want to stay in this competition, obviously they have to win here. And then they have to take it to Cafe and also win on Cafe Dostoyevsky, which is not going to be an easy task, especially when you have a team like Empire Esport who, came second in the group ahead of Tracker Clan. Yeah, sure, they might have lost their first playoffs game, but it was close. It was a 2-1. And then they beat Odessa in a pretty dominant fashion. So they're the ones heading into this game with momentum, whereas for Tracker Clan, that's not the case. They kind of got thrashed against Minions, so they're having to come in here. Sure, they're the upper bracket team. You could say they have that advantage, but they're off the back of a loss, whereas Empire Esport could be able to carry that momentum forward. We certainly saw it on Clubhouse. Might we see the same thing here on Chalet?
And especially, it's their map pick. I mean, it's their map.
For sure.
They know how I would expect they know the ins and outs of this map. They scrimmed it. They know the strats. And we'll just need to see if that translates to winning that map or if we'll go to map 3 of Cafe. Who knows? But let's just get into it, shall we?
Yeah, let's go.
Yep, let's go. Let's see the map video and let's see first the operator bans that teams are going to be having on this map. Chalet, I mean, I think most of us saw it. Plenty of played in the group stage. I mean, it's one of the most picked maps, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, where's the stats here? Chalet.
It's actually
nope.
the same.
Just behind Villa. I think.
I think including this game, they'll be on the same 23 plays each, which is a lot. And we saw a lot of Chalet in groups as well. We saw a lot of it in groups. We've seen a lot in playoffs as well. It's just a very common map.
We have not seen a lot of Nick, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's also the case. We've seen a lot of Nook bans. Over half of the matches, or over half the maps even, we've seen Nook banned out. Flores as well, fairly high ban rate, nearing 30%. So about a third of the time, you're not going to be able to play Flores at all. A little bit behind Jackal, which obviously was the ban in map number 1, but it's nothing that screams out to me that this is going to be anything groundbreaking, and honestly, there doesn't really need to be, especially for Empire Gaming.
Yep.
You want to play it safe. You want to try and get the wins on the board. You don't want to be... Although I say you want to play it safe, they played Bar Stage 3 times on Clubhouse, but that's besides the point. You want to be playing it a little bit safer because obviously you have the advantage. You're going to want to try and ride that momentum, and more importantly, you just don't want to throw those rounds. You don't want to. It's bad.
Yep, it is quite terrible to throw rounds. I mean, the 34 times or 31 times that Flores is banned, I think most of it was on Chalet. I mean, it was played 22 times, and I would expect mostly teams would be banning Flores here because on bar gaming especially, shields are very powerful, but also on other sides, the upstairs that Tracker are now going to be playing, shields are quite powerful to defend piano, which is such a pivotal piece of map control that you need to have to stay in control of office. Yeah, the shield is quite helpful there, and of course, as you know, Flores he just eats shield for breakfast.
No.
He can
Well, he
stop.
doesn't. His drones.
I mean, well, yeah, his drones. Yeah, I mean,
I can't
that
imagine
can stop him is mute.
I can't imagine a drone will be very shield will be very tasty.
I mean,
Personally, I wouldn't try
if
it.
the shield is
what I'm
made
saying.
of cake.
Well, yeah, but it's metal. If it was made of cake, it wouldn't stop bullets. Actually, it depends. If you've had a cake out of the fridge for a couple days, and it's just been left to the air, then actually it does go pretty hard. It might actually stop a bullet. Who knows?
Hey, the outside of Shelly is pretty cold.
Test it.
The outside of Shelly is pretty cold.
Yeah, French Alps.
Well,
okay.
There goes masks.
Well, either way.
As we speak of cakes.
If you at home, A, have a really, like a week-old cake, and B, have a gun, send us a video of you trying to shoot through said cake. We'll feature it on stream.
We do not endorse using guns in that fashion either. Just ESA.
But it could be fun. That's all I'm saying.
Oh God. What is happening?
What? Okay. Well.
While we're speaking of cakes,
and
3 people fall.
Back to the side. So there we go. That's that. And a minute has passed in the round. We've already seen 3 players die, just like you mentioned. It's very early map control here. Obviously, EG are still being wary of that downstairs, but I don't actually think they need to. I think you've got every player here on bomb site. The breach now being opened up as well. Perfect is in a good position to try and get the plant here, although Sammy might have something to say about that. Finds a kill with the SMG-11, Moritz, so finds a response, taking out Fergu, which means we're in still a player advantage situation for Empire Gaming, continuing their momentum, their sort of drive from the first map, as, well, that's going to be 1 player taken down. Sammy, though, does collect the downed Nikon, making it a 1 versus 2, essentially, as the C4 goes out. It's not going to find its mark, though, as Moritz kills him just in time. It was close. That was really close. That was a very good Kobe. And just like Kobe, it crashed him, but okay, no.
I mean, it didn't blow up. It didn't blow up, so...
trouble.
Hey, C4 didn't blow up, so it's not entirely like Kobe. Okay.
Oh dear. Oh no.
Let's move on.
Let's move on. Okay. Round number 2 then!
Yep.
Oh no.
Going master bedroom yet again. I think more than half the round was spent by us, not talking about the round. Talking about instead cakes and
I mean, hey, cake is pretty cool. I like cake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, either way, that's now another round for Empire Gaming. Makes it 2 rounds in a row if you include that round number 11 from Clubhouse, and more importantly, they're off to a strong advantage here on their own map pick. You know, you want to be leading from the front, and that's exactly what they're doing. So even though they are map down, not letting off, and they find the first round. There are some scrappy gunfights, let's say, but in the end, managed to close it out.
Yeah, they certainly do. And now, Tracker off to the same side yet again. I'm gonna try to not lose 2 players right off the bat. I think that did not help their defenses at all. Mamba is still gonna be lurking around near stock. Will he get droned out here? I heard the drone somewhere here, and yeah, maybe he will be. He probably
there it is.
Droned out. Now they know where he is playing. I wouldn't expect anyone to jump into that window now.
Still in this position, and this is actually really powerful because it's not very easily pre-fireable, because just bolting in is just so volatile when it comes to recoil. However, as I say that, Becky does it anyway, finds the head, takes out Mamba right off the rip, and that's now going to be that bottom floor. In pretty good control for Empire Gaming, as Inso finds himself downed on mezzanine as well, trying to go for the swing, and finished off by the breaching charge from Becky. That's just adding insult to injury, rubbing salt in the wound. As well, it's another poor start. It's another 3 versus 5 for Tracker Clan, as they're going to try their damnedest to try and bring this back inside of round number 2. But we might just see Empire Gaming get off to a 2-0 lead.
Yep, certainly does appear to be like that. As minute 30 is left on the clock for Empire Gaming to get this breach open and find some control, try to plant and maybe eliminate the rest of the players of Tracker Clan, as it appears to be they are doing, as another one falls now. 2v5, Spurgos has one, Break fights another one, and now a 1v5. Fengu all alone on smoke, just playing here very cautiously. And yep, is found by Ferghost. It's a flawless round for Empire Gaming Tracker Clan. Yeah, they do not look very good here, at least on their defense of the upstairs.
We've seen a lot of rounds on Chalet over the course of the game. 228 rounds, and 117 of those have been won by attack. So that's 51%. So we are going to see a timeout here coming through.
Just 2 rounds in.
Yeah.
I mean, they haven't took a timeout in the last map, which was their pick. And you take it this time. We haven't seen a lot of timeouts actually being taken by teams. Maybe they're just forgetting that they exist, which is not very reassuring.
There are just a couple of things. As well, the timeout does come through. That's going to be a little bit of a chance to sort of talk things through, just to get things in order. But I do believe we are going to be seeing a little bit of a technical pause, as we see just a little bit of a hand cam issue. I think it might all be
I think it's cleared up,
sorted out now. So we can be back in. There we go. Look at that. Seamless. Well, almost seamless, but we get right back into the action. So we head over now to Bar Gaming. Tracker Clan not going to attempt the top floor twice in a row, but you know, if we follow the statistics, this should be a 50-50 half. But we saw the way that Empire Gaming could attack in that previous half, and well, we saw the way they could on the previous map, and we saw the way they could defend as well. So for Tracker Clan, you almost kind of won a 4-2 here. And I was kind of questioning the top floor choice. It's not necessarily my favorite on this map. I tend to prefer the basement over the top floor, but either way, I don't think it's a primary site no matter what. I think you should go to the 2 ground floor sites before you either go top floor or you go basement. That's just my 2 cents. I think that the ground floor sites are objectively stronger than the other 2. Obviously, it just depends on the teams, but I mean, with Bar Gaming, you can get a lot of pressure from above. You can see Frost being used by Sammy, very, very prolific operator on this bomb site. And you just have a lot of strong holds that you can utilize, and you can have a very strong roam as well. And that's what we're going to see Tracker utilizing here in this round, as we can see pressure all across that top floor, as EG are going to look to try and clear out this upstairs presence, because without it, they're not going to be able to find a successful execute onto the bomb site.
This really will not, as Mabase get droned out and does fall back towards where his comrades are playing the library. And now, office completely clear. The drones, they will spot that out, will give away the info, but now Enzo does wander there, gets a bit of a look into what's happening there, and Piano decides against it, falls back towards his shield, and now is bunkered in. And now that's the shield that is gonna be causing the most problems for the attack of EG, as it's gonna be a bit difficult for them to contest Mamba. downstairs. I think he got drilled out. I'm not really sure, but he does fall back towards the site yet again. Now the breach is open on Office. Mathix gets a bit of damage done to him from this K9 window.
Oh my lord,
That
that's
was
close.
so close. That was so close to his face, but
yeah, it's good
yeah,
time being
it's
wasted as well
unfortunate.
here by Tracker
Yeah.
Clan as well. You know, we're seeing 75 seconds left on the clock. This top library shield still up, and that utility still not properly cleared. As Inso finds the first, taken out perfect, and Nate does come through, and Nikon as well.
No.
This is a similar problem that we saw on Clubhouse, where the opening pick goes away of Tracker Clan, but just kills come raining through the other direction. You do have a response from Mamba, and is able to dip back to the site. There's another kill the other way, and that's just going to mean that EG still stay with this advantage. 45 seconds left. They now have that vertical control. They now need to convert it into a successful execute. Fergu on the site, Mamba playing around the kitchen corridor. 3 players you can isolate into 2 3 versus 1s here if you play this correctly. However, this offsite position is just going to be a tricky one to hold, so that pressure probably needs to come through the other side, looking towards that gaming room, because otherwise they could get caught out here by the Jaeger.
He nearly gets caught out of sneak on the triple kill. Now finds the Mira, drops down. Might have been a mistake, but Moritz sticks the plant down as Mamba finds himself another one. Now on a double kill. He's gonna need to convert into a 4K, but he cannot as Becky finds the final frag. And that's another round for Empire Gaming that is taken away from Tracker Clan. The defenses not doing too great. And then upstairs, Control just being...
Why are you going top floor again?
That library control just absolutely...
Man.
I don't even know how to describe it. It just explodes.
What
in a bad way.
Doing? Why are you going top floor? You have kitchen if you want to hold it. Bar Gaming looked closer than the other 2 sites did. Maybe go there again. Heck, try the basement. It hasn't worked out twice, and they're going here again. This feels incredibly desperate from Tracker Clan. It feels like they only really know how to... They only really have things prepared for that top floor site and Bar Gaming, if they're just kind of refusing to play the other bomb sites, even though they're 0-3 down. And at that point, is it Einstein that said definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over and expecting a different result? Well, this time they have a Mozzie and a Warden, so that's pretty cool. I don't know. I'm trying to find positives here. It's a different setup. They don't have a shield, so Piano is going to be a little bit weaker, so more presence, more focus shown over to this library side than we've possibly seen in the other 2 attempts of this bomb site. But Empire Gaming just seem very, very clued in right now. Inso could find a cheeky angle here, you know, looking towards that ladder, looking towards the swing through, but no one's really trying to challenge this. Actually, as I say that, finds a kill onto Fresco, so that's when Nomad's going down as opening death. Definitely not what you want, and he's able to dip away into Mezzanine. Does reaggress, however, possibly overheating a little bit, finds an angle that he can hold just sort of more passively, but goes for the swing yet again, gets caught out for it.
Yep, I think Inso just went, oh, I need to get some picks. I'm gonna play Monkey. And I think he does find a pick. And Mathix finds another one. That's the ace of the board. No. Hard Breacher. That's it. That's no Hard Breacher for the team.
He shot his own drone. It just got caught by the pest as he shot it. Unfortunate. And oh, what a pre-fire from Nikon. That's disgusting. And Becky finds one as well. And now all of a sudden, Tracker Clan in that disadvantage yet again. It feels like Chalet, just a bit of an unlucky charm for them. Every time they find an advantage, they find some pressure, they find some positives. It just goes right back the other way. However, Sammy, great swing, a great take from that piano double is going to make it a 2 versus 2. Becky down below, over towards the big window over on the other side of the map, looking to pinch this. However, Heechee are separated with no breaches open either. This is a very precarious position, especially now as Becky takes a lot of damage on that rotation up the solar stairs, but still manages to catch Mathix off guard. Now Sammy left 1 versus 2 yet again. We've seen this position before. Does have the diffuser. Does have a C4 even in pocket. Moritz with the diffuser trying to open the fluke door. Unsuccessful though, and Becky shuts it down from the other side. Tracker Clan, it was a promising start, but it falls away from them. And again, it's 4 rounds to 0 now. Please go kitchen or basement. Please.
Huh?
And it looks like we were having a rehost.
Let's just jump into where should I? Oh, there. Let's just go here. There. Let's not look at what's happening there. I mean, I'm not seeing any messages pop up in the chat here, so I'm just gonna pause. Maybe if they join back. I mean,
who knows? This is great. I love this.
Yeah. I mean, the issue right now is that one of the players is not being very good in hand cam, lagging a lot, and now he needs to restart, maybe? I don't know. Yep, we paused the game now, so I mean, a player from EG left as well, another player from Tracker. I have no idea what's going on. Why is map 2 always... Or, I mean, this just matchup. Why is it like this? But, I mean...
That's the thing that happened.
Let's just jump into a tactical issue screen, and we'll be right back when we
Yeah.
know what's going on and sort it out, okay? So, we'll see you then. Bye. We're on.
We're back.
Yeah.
It wasn't quite 30 minutes. Cool.
It was a bit less.
It was about 10.
Yes.
So
could have been less, but
improvement.
Yeah. Definitely is improvement.
We're back.
Yep. And picking operators.
And picking master bedroom again.
They went to go bar, I think, last time. I did.
No, I think they were picking into bedroom again, so...
Well... Maybe third time's the charm?
Fourth time.
Or fourth?
Fourth time's the charm, maybe?
I lost count. I'm just sitting. Yeah. This is great. This is going great for Tracker Clan.
You can say that one again.
Yep. I mean, if they win 2 rounds, they still have a chance.
Yeah. Winning 2 rounds isn't, like, awful.
Yeah.
But...
Plus the momentum is a bit slowed down after the rehost.
Yeah. That's for sure. Either way, it has been 5 rounds in a row from Empire Gaming.
It sure was. Now remember, instead of the Jaeger, it's on the Vigil. We're playing probably a bit more aggro now. We're trying to. I mean, it worked out for 1 kill last round, which was quite a long time ago. But that was so I think on the Warden, who's playing yet again in library here. Same position, and in Mathix actually. But it's the first frag. I think that was, yep, from a window. Onto, I don't even know where. That's very good by him.
Well, I'll tell you that we've seen Tracker find the opening frag in 2 rounds, and well, look at how many they have here on chat. Well, there's an instant response as well from Moritz taking out Mathix, and they're aware of the Vigil's position. So the drone's actually spotting
one
out
job.
Vigil, literally his one job. And they
Yep.
know where he is. Obviously, the hop-in is still going to be difficult, and Mamba is just going to aggress up. They don't want to take that chance as Nikon finds INSO elsewhere. Becky could be on the other side of this engagement, just not looking the right way. Spots a player, but the pre-fires come through just a little bit too late. Moritz, though, with a second, and it's falling apart for Tracker Clan yet again, as Mamba just dipping through connector, trying to find any semblance of safety as more shots come through, getting swarm surrounded and killed by Moritz. Taken down, Sammy now 1 versus 4. Yet again, this Mute in the clutch situation doesn't find that first pick. It's a little bit scrappy, and Nukon finds it. 2 in the round, 4 said 0. And 3 kills from Moritz. It's an easy shutout in Empire Gaming. The trend continues. So they're now up to 5 rounds.
I think Empire Gaming, we're going for a bit of a shallow speedrun here, any percent. I mean, that's what it looks like, because that round, that went by quick.
They've not gone top floor, and they've not gone bar. I mean, maybe bar's okay to play again, because they only played it once.
Yeah, maybe.
At least it's not top floor. They've gone basement. I'm not seeing like any sort of Kaid or whatever, so a little bit of a question mark. You do have Sammy on the meet, so you do still have some wall denial, and Fergu playing Mozzie is still going to deny a lot of those drones as well. However, yeah, maybe something like a Kaid or a Bandit on this bomb site, just to make you feel a little bit more secure when you're actually on the bomb site. Who knows?
Mute on this bomb site is in my opinion very effective.
Yes, for sure.
To deny the
walls and drones is a little bit too much. Personally.
Yeah, I mean it's only 4 mute jammers you have, and there's a minimum of 3 walls you have to deny. That's a bit much for Mute, and especially Perfect.
Yeah.
Bringing the Maverick, that's gonna be very easy for him to get the Mute jammer, but he is going with the Thermite to get main breach, and still Moritz also on the ace, probably going for the wide cellar push, replacing the Thermite charges. Nothing to be done about it. C4 comes out, doesn't find anyone. And now main breach is open, and Nikon is just alone on it. Man, I don't really expect someone to go in through main breach. That's a bit of a...
No. Especially as Perfect has the diffuser.
Yeah, there's so many angles to contest onto main breach. It's kind of annoying, but... Ooh, Mathix finds one.
Oh!
Perfect finds second. What's going on? This wine cellar push is not going too great. This Mathix reduced to 20 HP, but still gets away with his life. I'm still contesting this. Main breach still. Nikon out there just trying to find someone on the rotate, maybe, as Mamba falls through the hatch and finds Moritz. Now 2v5 situation for EG, and not looking too great for them. Now as Nikon rotates out of main beach. You go through snow stairs? I mean...
What other choice do you have at this point? Like, it feels like they've kind of been shut out from everywhere, especially, you know, car garage and going down into trench, just completely shut down by the defense of Tracker Clan. Mamba looking at this hatch, looking to try and find the pick onto Becky. They're aware of each other's positions, it looks like, and the trail comes to come through. The Ash finds it, G36 in hand, does find a pick, denying the flawless round. But you do have just Nikon and Becky. Becky so low as well. Mathix does also have about 10 HP, but you do have 3 full health defenders waiting on the bomb site. With the timer ticks lower, it's only going to get better for Tracker Clan, especially as those toxic babies come through as well. They're going to deny 10 seconds. Becky can't really take a tag from those, because it is just going to tank the HP so much, considering how little they have left on that Ash. So 35 seconds. Looks like there might be a rotation from Nikon around the outside, and indeed there is. Flashbangs come through, but that third one missed is going to be a very difficult opportunity, and Fergu finds a long angle even. Becky with 1, but I just get the feeling it's not going to be enough. Indeed it won't be. Sammy, SMG 11, And there it is. Tracker Clan got around. Yippee!
Yay!
Yay! They did it. They got around, and who knew? Well, it didn't come on the top floor. That's crazy. I never could have predicted that their round win would be not on the top floor.
Yep. Still not gonna
5-1 is
go there. Yeah, but
unlucky. I think you kind of need 4-2 minimum.
Hey, look, Chalet is slightly attacker-sided with 51% attacker win rate, so maybe that's that round differential is not the 1%. Definitely not. But now Empire Gaming is on the defense, and I mean,
I've had enough of this bomb site. I'm just saying it now. I'm well and truly fed up with this bomb site.
is that an intentional rotate? Because that would be interesting to see. I mean, I saw some teams play.
As long as they have a reinforcement in the bank to use it later, I don't necessarily see the issue. You know, rotate away from mezzanine, hopefully with your life, and pop back through, reinforce it up.
Yep.
It's perfect. Although with 8 reinforcements,
I don't see any issues with this whatsoever.
Never. And they've only got 1 reinforcement left in pocket, so no, they're all gone.
Oh.
So that's staying open.
Yep, and this is staying open as well. That certainly is interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, so some teams play headholes on here, but never rotate.
Yeah, I don't know if it's intentional. There's certainly some form of line of sight. You can see Moritz just placing the shield. Very long angle over towards library, but you've just got to be very, very cautious of the big window on mezzanine, on that fluke window. Because if not, if you take your attention away from that for even a second, you're kind of out of luck. Yokai drone's been taken out as well.
That is kind of huge. That's only 1 Yokai drone left for info and for the plant denial.
Oh no,
that's Inso, and the frost trap gets collected by Nikon. That's the Ash taking out the board. 1 solo charge being wasted here on this mezzanine doorway. It's shot out, but still the line of sight is created.
This is very tricky.
A nade and Moritz. Ooh, he is found.
Okay. Well,
Like he finds Mathix. I'm not sure they know that he's downed. Perfect. Heal himself back up to near full health as a 3v5 situation.
Look at the rotate from Fergu. Oh, never mind.
2v5.
Tried to collect it, but not to be. Play it close on the window. Moritz does get taken down, so the aggression is punished by Fergu. And Nikon just wanders into the angle, just completely oblivious. Perfect, not even perfect. Beck even was spotted out, but the pre-fire came through. So the Oping, not enough to try and secure that kill, and now it is just Fergu with 2 kills. Can't even get one. Perfect just finds it before the air jab pops. I want to see this from his perspective. Oh, there we go. Series point now for Empire Gaming. Tracker Clan can't get anything done here on Chalet, it seems like. They have to now find 5 rounds in a row to keep their Season 5 hopes alive. And personally, the way they've played, it doesn't look great.
Yeah, but don't forget, if they want to keep it alive, they not only need to survive these 5 rounds and to win in overtime, they also need to win Cathay. They're still 1 map down from Empire Gaming. And the morale at this point for Tracker Clan, I would imagine, not looking too great. With the prospects of maybe 5 or 6 more rounds plus another map. I mean, that's going to be tough on your mental as EG now goes downstairs, goes to this bar, and what's this? I never remember. Gaming room. Okay, bar gaming. It is. Yeah, not looking too great. Not looking too great for Tracker Clan. I don't even know what to say. That's an interesting shield. That's what I gotta say. That is not how you usually play this side, but that's okay.
Okay, well, that You know what? Sure. Why not?
Bit of a bit of a like what do you call it?
Why not?
Offensive extension here, a bit of a layered defense here is he
Yeah.
popped this first shield, he still have to deal with this second shield. Maybe to waste a lot of utility here. Maybe even a breach
And he's got
onto
the easy
offense.
rotate out as well.
Yeah.
However, if the attackers get piano control, like this, Becky's almost certainly dead in this position.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You have, because they can just hold the angles through the rotate. However,
And that's exactly what they're doing.
Does get a bit cheeky with it. Goes to try and go for that swing. Mathix so is going to be aware if they try to go for it again. And Inso spots out perfect. Some shots go either way, but it's only the sledge of Tracker that gets taken down. But the nade comes through, finds the opening pick perfectly. West goes immediately back in the position, reclaiming the space, making sure there's absolutely no control given over to the attack, and Mathix had the shot lined up, but just couldn't even find it. West Ghost now on 10 HP as another nade, I believe, comes through from Inso. With no Thunderbird on side, it's going to have to be the dock of Nikon to heal him up, and indeed up through the hatch, and that's what I was talking about with that rotate. Becky called out by Sammy, the headshot comes through, and for once it seems like Tracker Clan are actually able to hold some sort of lead here, some sort of player advantage. So we head into the final minute of this round, final half of this round.
Yep.
Pressure just building.
Yeah, there's still the pressure going on here as EG are not giving up this top floor control, but they gotta do that for a minute and 15 more as Tracker Clan are going onto these positions here. But now we're seeing downstairs. Going downstairs, they might just walk into bar here uncontested. Nope, there goes the contention. Yep, from the verticals. Not expecting that, but sees the top of the head.
Oh my god, Inso!
Oh, Inso does find one. Now in a 2v1 situation as Nikon finds one. This is a very winnable situation for him.
No,
but not if you turn away like that. Sammy finds the final frag.
Siege timing in a nutshell.
Tracker are keeping the hopes alive, keeping the dream. But still, 4 more rounds to get to overtime.
Yeah,
that's a bit of a tall ask.
Even if the only site that Empire Gaming can win on defense is that top floor, they can just do that in round number 10, and it's over. So, Tracker Clan, it's gotta be a convincing attack here onto Bar Gaming for me to think they have any sort of chance here at all. Because Empire Gaming, they've just built such a massive lead here at Hot Next.
Yeah, definitely have built up a massive lead and a lot of leeway to make mistakes here, but still they gotta not forget that they cannot lose a lot of these rounds, because if they do, Tracker Clan can just build up that momentum and get into overtime. Because if you lose even 2 more rounds, Tracker Clan, that's the light that they need at the end of the tunnel. A 4-6, that's very much a possibility. 2-6, that sounds a bit more scary.
Yeah. I mean, Empire Gaming, all they need is 1 round. But that's it. Obviously, unless it goes to overtime. And sure, we did see Empire Gaming win 5 attacks in a row. We could very well see Tracker Clan win 5 attacks in a row. But it's very, very difficult to find a comeback. There's a reason that they almost never happen. And that's just because your mental is just going to be so down in the dumps, especially for Tracker Clan. Losing their own map pick in not the closest fashion. You're not going to be feeling the greatest going into this. And then Empire find 5 rounds in a row. They find that 5-1 half. They get it to 6-1. Sure, you've won 1 back, but there's almost like you're not going to be backing yourself to be able to bring it back just because you feel like you're getting stomped so aggressively. However, Mathix finds another opening pick. Perfect. Really struggling here on the entry when it comes to the defenses, and look at how isolated Becky is here in this position. Moritz is going to support as they go for a double swing, and the rotation has been allowed. Pre-fire connects onto Matix. Now they're in a much better position. Becky, though, is still inside of Piano as Inso gets picked off downstairs by Nikon. And it's now getting a much better for the defense as Becky finds 3. It's now just Sammy in the situation. We've seen them in so many 1vx's here on Chalet before. Finds another, finally taking down the Wamai, the destructor of this round, Becky. But I just don't know if it will be enough. Pushing through this top floor, 3 players to find, 2 angles to clear just upstairs alone. And Moritz shuts it down. Empire Gaming with a 7-2 here. Their map pick firmly theirs. And Tracker Clan, they head home, heads hung in shame. But Empire Gaming, what a performance. The lower bracket run continues.
Becky went absolutely massive there on Omai, going aggressive just when you need it most.
Perfectly played.
And taking the win for his team. Empire Gaming do advance through in the lower bracket. I mean, we can even see what they're gonna go up against. Oh, no, we cannot. Oh, we can. Okay, there it is.
Molotov Gang UK.
Yep, that's where they're gonna get going up against. They did win 2-0 against Team Misclick, and by forfeit against Kodak in round 1.
Yeah. Obviously, they did lose their first game, similar to Maniacs, to Empire Esports. Sorry, that was against Entropy Gaming, who have actually made it to the upper bracket semi-finals. They are playing Villains later on next week. I believe that's on Wednesday next week. So obviously, that's us done for tonight. But we can look forward to the next week, starting with the upper bracket semi-finals, like you just saw there on your screen. Starting us off, Minions versus Molotov Gang Germany on Monday, followed by Entropy Gaming versus Villains on Wednesday. And then we do head down to the lower bracket for a couple more of those elimination games. Nightwolf versus the winner of Team Black versus Penta. That will be next Friday. And then MVG UK versus Empire Esport now will be next Sunday. And after that, top 6 will be decided. And when you start getting to the top 6, that's when it really starts coming into view. Remember, only the top 3 teams actually see any of the prize pool. 110 euros for third, 220 euros for second, and a huge 770 euros for that first place team. That's quite a hefty chunk of the 1100 prize pool.
Yeah, it is. It is quite a hefty chunk. But for that to be there, they still have to play a lot of matches here. Interesting enough, if Molotov Gang continue their success in the bottom bracket, we might see a Molotov Gang Germany versus the UK final.
Yeah, that would be very funny.
Yep, it would be quite comedic. But
I'd be a fan of that personally.
For that to become true, they're gonna need to play a lot of games, a lot more than their counterparts.
Yeah,
for sure. Very top. But I think it's gonna be it for tonight.
Yeah. We're still locked in the basement, so we'll just have to make ourselves comfy for the night. You lot at home, you can all sleep in your beds. I'm thinking maybe that bit of floor down there, the little bit of shiny, might just do good for me. I don't know. Actually, this is your basement. You're just going to lock me in here, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
I have the key. Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, I'll be alone in the basement.
I'll be sleeping in my bed.
Yeah. Lucky you. Well, thank you everyone for watching. I've been Uncooked Pasta. I've had a hot nix to my right, to the left of me on your screen. Absolutely stellar work again today, spectating and producing throughout all of the rehost madness, and also being a wonderful, wonderful caster. Thank you to the board who've helped us navigate some of the difficulties behind the scenes today. And
thank you to you for watching this.
Thank you to you for watching this. It's been a lovely stream, minus all of the bits that made me angry. And that's going to be it from us today. So, on behalf of all of us here at ESA Cup, thank you all for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for more Season 5 action. Back in the upper bracket, baby. Let's get it.
Yep. Bye.